I am Honorable Justice Sherifat Sholebo. I'm a judge of the High Court of Lagos State. I preside over different types of cases, which includes sexual offenses and, of course, domestic violence. With regards to sexual offenses like rape, defilement, of course, is regulated by the Criminal Code of Lagos State. That's the criminal law regulating conduct in Lagos State. And for domestic violence, we have the Domestic Violence and Sexual Offences Law, which regulates conduct between spouses, between any person living in a household, whether as a maid, whether as children, between parents and children, maids and bosses, things like that. We also have the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act of 2015. That's a federal law that regulates any kind of abuses ranging from sexual to general domestic violence and trafficking of persons, whether adults or young persons. In Lagos State, we have a very proactive chief judge. Sometime last month, she actually designated courts to preside over sexual and domestic violence offenses, just to ensure speedy trial. She has taken such cases out of the regular criminal courts and is presided over by courts. Already we have one dedicated court, but I think by next month she's going to add another judge so that we would have two. And a lot of those cases are ongoing. That, however, does not preclude criminal trials of sexual or violence cases in other regular courts. And of course, in the last 2 months, the courts have been churning out a couple of convictions in line with the law. A lot had been done through the Domestic Violence and Sexual Response Team, of which I am a member. A lot of sensitization, awareness, education, and of course a lot of reportage of cases of violence and sexual offenses. So with the increase, the police are also responding. They are filing a lot, and there's been so many trainings, whether for the team, the judges, magistrates, the police as well, so that we could have a lot of increase in reporting and as well as prosecution. Yes, it takes time to get conviction. And in order to be able to get conviction, Lagos State had responded beautifully with the establishment of the forensic laboratory, because part of the problem in courts is more of prosecution problem, whether in terms of investigation or trial, which is interlinked, or by linking the defendants with the commission of the crime, because that is very important in conviction. So now that we have the forensic, now that we have the dedicated courts for trials of such offenses, of course, I'm sure there will be regular convictions, hopefully, and I believe that would deter people who are committing such offenses. So, but generally, I think as a woman, as a parent, I think the best advice is for us to take care of our children. I'm not particular about whether a girl child or because we have boys who are also violated, whether by female or by male. So I think the best thing is for all of us as adults in the society to take very good care of our children or the younger ones. And of course, the government should do their own, the police in particular, at least look out for these offenders and ensure that they are punished, so that we do not have continuing repetition of such offense in the society. And as regards violence in their homes, husbands, wives. Most times it's the husband who beats, who violates the wife. I think we should train our boys to regard and respect their spouses or the female gender, so that at the end of the day, when the boys grow into adults, they will know how to relate and treat their wives. And then that will reduce drastically the issue of domestic violence. Again, part of my parting shot is that we should not just train the female, but also empower them. Because one of the major reasons for domestic violence in homes has to do with financial problems. If the wife is too dependent on their husband, there's bound to be irritation. If the wife is not getting enough, it's bound to react and nag. And of course, the husband will be irritated. And definitely, there'll be response. So, we look forward to a better society. Thank you.